John Hopwood is my daddy. John Hopwood is my daddy. John Hopwood is my daddy. John.
Welcome, everybody. Here we go. It's that time again. Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, and that is a very, very pretty sunset. Glad I put the shades up. If you happen to be in the Manchester, New Hampshire area, look west. That's very nice. Let's see, of course, yeah, so we are on 95.3 FM and Comcast 97 if you are in Manchester, streaming at WMNHradio.org, and, of course, on the Facebook, on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. So you have a myriad of ways to access the program live. Of course, you can also go to mattconnerton.com, and that'll get you to the link as well. So you've got all these options now. Oh, and today, I didn't say the date. It is Thursday, December 10th, 2020. I am aquiver with anticipation and excitement, my friends, because I have something very special to share with you. It's a brand new jam sent to me by DJ Midas. Now, DJ Midas, of course, a host of Late Night Delight, which you can hear every Saturday night, beginning at 12 midnight, all the way to 4 a.m., and there's a replay on Sunday night as well. But Midas said in the Facebook live chat that he was going to create something new for Easy G based on the Egg on Your Face song that we like to play, because I'd mentioned, well, Easy G, of course, yesterday was Wednesday, so he called in to do his entertainment report. Not his best work. He phoned it in, if you know what I mean. You see what I did there? It was very punny. That's why I'm an afternoon drive. Anyway, so Easy G called. No, but in all seriousness, he is nursing a broken rib, which is obviously very, very painful, or a cracked rib, or whatever you call it. I don't know, something about his rib. It hurts. It hurts. So he did, but he did call to give us an entertainment report, to and to get Scott Robinson, of course. He always wants to hear the Amanda McCarthy tour dates here, where in Tennessee and Florida Amanda's going to be playing. Very important. So Midas did send us this brand new. This is the unless Peter played it this morning. Assuming Peter didn't play it this morning, which he might have. This is the brand new, the world radio premiere from DJ Midas. This is Eggman. I hope you're listening.
Oh, God.
Terror has a new name. Eggman.
There's no such thing.
Let's take this call, just because they keep calling. so good morning.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, I got 10 hours to the pace, and I still don't have my ticket for Rondo.
You know what? I'm really not in the mood for that today, Eric, so I'm going to tell you what. You already have a ticket, so I'm sorry I didn't get the ticket. If I get another one, come see me tonight. But, you already have you already have the ticket. There's other people out there like Terry Traynor that doesn't have a ticket.
No,
I didn't say. I said I would try. I said
egg on my face.
I'm going to tell you. You don't have egg on your face. I'm going to tell you what. You should be grateful that you have one ticket. All right, kid? You understand me? You're calling for free stuff. We take care of you all the time. I tried to get the ticket. I couldn't do it. I've been very busy. So don't worry about you having egg on your face, Eric. That's being a little selfish. You hear what I'm saying, man? You hear what I'm saying? See you tonight at the Taste of Downtown, my friend. Wow. Whoa. You know what? The guy calls up for free stuff. We take care of him.
Does he have a ticket?
He already has a ticket. He wants a ticket for someone that may go with it. And I told him I would try to get him a ticket. And now he's upset and says he has egg on his face.
There you go. That is Eggman, produced by the great DJ Midas, John Manning. And thank you so much, Midas. That is awesome. And I'll be playing it. I will be playing it again in the second hour. Hopefully Easy G heard that. Hopefully he's tuned in. I love it. I love it. And for those who don't know, for the uninitiated, because obviously we continue to amass new listeners, that all stems from a call. Well, actually, you know what? It wouldn't hurt for the new people and even for the people who've been with us for a while, who maybe just want to hear it again. The source material. Oh, here it is. This happened a few years ago now.
Let's take this call. Just because they keep calling. So good morning.
Oh, hello, guys.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, it's 10 hours to the taste, and I still don't have my ticket for Rhonda.
You know what? I'm really not in the mood for that today, Eric, so I'm going to tell you what. You already have a ticket, so I'm sorry I didn't get the ticket. If I get another one, come see me tonight. But, you already have a ticket. There's other people out there like Terry Trainer that doesn't have a ticket.
I don't have a ticket.
No, I didn't say. I said I would try. I said
egg on my face.
I'm going to tell you. You don't have egg on your face. I'm going to tell you what. You should be grateful that you have one ticket. All right, kid? Do you understand me? You're calling for free stuff. We take care of you all the time. I tried to get the ticket. I couldn't do it. I've been very busy. So don't worry about you having egg on your face, Eric. That's being a little selfish. You hear what I'm saying, man?
Oh.
You hear what I'm saying? See you tonight at the Taste of Downtown, my friend.
Wow. Whoa.
No, you know what? The guy calls up for free stuff. You know, we take care of him. We take care of him.
Does he have a ticket already?
He already has a ticket.
I don't have a ticket.
He wants a ticket for someone that may go with him. And I told him I would try to get him a ticket. And now he's upset and says he has egg on his face. Well,
so that is the origin of the whole Easy G having egg on his face. Like I said, that's from a few years ago. Miriam Banish just commented in the Facebook live chat. She really likes this song.
Morning with egg on my face. It started spreading all over the place. My doctor said he'd never seen such a case of waking up with egg on my face.
Yeah, but that's the origin of the whole egg on my face, because Easy G was there's a term for that. Fellow listeners who have worked in radio will know the term prize pig. And a prize pig is someone who's always trying to get prizes, always trying to win stuff from their local radio station. So Easy G was being a bit of a prize pig, and Peter White's grandmother had just passed away, so he was not in the best of moods and kind of lost his temper a little bit with Easy G, Eric Gagnon. But we love Easy G. We love him so much that DJ Midas went ahead and created the Eggman song specifically for Easy G, and we love it. So I'm sure we'll be hearing from Easy G today. But there you go, the debut of Eggman from DJ Midas. We'll if you missed that, we will play it again, of course, in the second hour. I'm almost tempted to play it again right now because I want to hear it again because I love it so much. But Jenny loved it too. I was home when I received that on the Facebook. Oh, by the way, Jenny just posted this in the Facebook live chat. Breaking news. CDC Director Robert Redfield has just issued a stark warning about the worsening death toll from the coronavirus, saying that in a coming brutal stretch of time, the country is likely to see more daily deaths from the virus than from the September 11 attacks or Pearl Harbor. Oh, absolutely. Well, these days, with the amount of death, it's like we're having, 9/11 every single day in this country. The only difference being with 9/11, that was a one-day event that killed several thousand people, and people kind of pulled together and were very united in that. But nearly 2 decades later, people seem to be largely okay with lots of people getting sick and dying. Because it's almost impossible to get people to take it seriously. So, it's going to get worse and worse. From what I understand, Now they're projecting the absolute worst of it is likely to be around the middle of January, January 15th, because what'll happen then is you'll have the on top of the post-Thanksgiving surge, you'll also have the beginnings of the post-Christmas surge. And, you know, you would think that in the throes of the post-Thanksgiving surge that was easily predicted and inevitable, that people would say, wow, okay, we took the risk for Thanksgiving, but maybe we should, you know, kind of tamp it down for Christmas, maybe not do quite so much holiday travel, maybe not go and, you know, try to kill our older relatives by hanging out with them. You know, you would think that. Of course, this is America and, you know, freedom and liberty and Trump. So instead, you know, it's like I said before, you know, it's like America in the macro sense just kind of said, well, you know, these vaccines are coming. So rather than trying to be smart and limit the sickness and death on our way to the vaccines, let's do the opposite and try to just max out on the sickness and death. It's kind of like, I used this analogy the other day. You know, we're kind of like, as a country and our attitudes toward COVID, we're kind of like a marathon runner who's been running this race and he sees the finish line and he's about to cross the finish line, but then for whatever reason decides, you know, he doesn't want to finish the race and decides to pull out a gun and blow his own head off right before crossing the finish line and winning the race. So that's, you know, that's my analogy for how our country is. You know, we're just going to continue to plunge into this morass of sickness and death before people have a chance to get vaccinated. That's clearly the decision, America. God bless America. Great job, everybody. So that's where we are. I mean, I've completely given up on the idea that, well, maybe these new numbers that just came out, they're so dire, maybe these will finally convince people, but it's just not going to happen. It's not just two, by the way. I've kind of accepted, I resisted accepting this in my own mind, but I've come to the realization it's not just, more conservative-minded people tend to be COVID deniers than liberal-minded people, but even a lot of liberal-minded people are totally fake and phony about it. I mean, at least the people who think it's, it's all a hoax or a conspiracy or whatever. I mean, yeah, they're stupid and ignorant, but at least they're sincere in their stupidity and their ignorance. Because you've also got all these more liberal-minded people. I've realized this looking at social media who, because they're liberal-minded people, they'll post things like, hey, we're all in this together and everybody mask up and whatnot. And then you scroll down on their timeline and they're posting something with all these pictures about, hey, I sure had a great time at that party over the weekend with all these people crammed into an apartment. We're all hanging all over each other. Or you go to somebody else's timeline and they'll have, a more liberal-minded person who will have shared out a story about the efficacy of masks and how it's really important to wear a mask, wear a face mask because, it's getting really, really bad. And then you scroll down their timeline and they've got all these pictures from their big holiday gathering where, and they've got the big group photo of their whole family all crowded in together in this little house and everybody's smiling, and it, you know what I mean? It's like, writing something underneath the picture on the post like, boy, sure hope I didn't accidentally murder my grandparents by bringing them COVID over the holidays. LOL, JK. So it's basically that's a conclusion that I've come to recently because, in the beginning, I would make these comments like, well, not all conservatives are COVID deniers, but all COVID deniers are conservatives. And then I kind of walked that back. I did a little bit of a mea culpa. A couple people in the Facebook live chat helped me realize, no, that's not necessarily true. Because you have a lot of the college kids who don't care, and college kids tend to be more liberal thinkers, right? So therefore, if it's all about ideology, you would think that they would care more. But there are a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them obviously are very responsible, but a lot of them too, they're still going to go to their keg parties, and then go see grandma and grandpa for the holidays. So a lot of them don't care. But it's not just the college kids either. I mean, it's like I said, I can go on social media and see all these more liberal people who, they talk a big game and then On the very same social media platforms, they're posting all this stuff visibly demonstrating how, no, they're completely fake and phony about taking it seriously. They'll post stuff about taking it seriously and then with visual proof show the world, oh, by the way, I'm actually not taking it seriously at all and I'm completely full of crap. And I can't wait to go get on an airplane this holiday season and maybe accidentally murder my grandparents. Who knows? So, yeah, so I've come to that realization, too. Like, I don't know which is worse. And I almost think at this point, I'm surprised. I wouldn't have said this a few weeks ago, but as I've come to these realizations, I almost think the liberal people are worse because, like I said, at least the conservative people, the COVID deniers, the hoaxers, whatever, you know, they're stupid, but they're sincere in their stupidity. You know, but the liberals are fake and phony because, like I said, they'll talk a big game about how they take it so seriously, but then they're almost rubbing it in your face that they don't mean any of it, and they're really not taking it seriously at all. I'm taking it seriously. I'm very concerned. And, here's some pictures of the huge party, the big house party I was at over the weekend. Oh, here's a picture of me and a bunch of people slobbering all over each other while we're drinking beers and clearly not caring about attending a super spreader event. So, day by day, I grow even more cynical about this whole thing. The United States of America is basically how many people are in this country? What is it, like 330 million? We're a giant death cult. Our country is a death cult. Anyway, hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hey, Matt, it's Stacie Laughton, Representative Stacie Laughton out of Nashua.
Yes, hi, Stacie.
Hi, I wanted to call you because today I called, and it's definitely not about me. So not about me.
Okay.
I called today with a heavy heart. Last night, when I was participating in the county meeting as part of my responsibility as state rep, it was brought to our attention that, and you guys already know this, but it was brought to our attention that the newly appointed Speaker of the House passed away.
Yeah,
and
Dick
then I'd say
Hinch.
about an hour or two ago, I haven't listened to the first part of your show, so I don't know if you've talked about it yet.
Not yet.
But I was just talking to my brother a little bit ago, and it turns out the poor guy died of COVID-19. And,
yeah. Well, actually, though, if you look at social media, Stacie, I know that the official word is that he died of COVID-19, but if you look at social media, you'll see all of his friends claiming that it couldn't possibly have been that.
See, that's the
which is fairly predictable.
Other than him, because I won't say anything about him because the poor guy is deceased.
Mm-hmm.
That's just stupid of them to assume that. Because,
but predictable.
You know, it's predictable. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is I would have, again, we thought with the president, you know, after he did that, but then, you know, he got the COVID, we thought maybe it might change him, but I know you said no.
I never thought so. No. I knew exactly how he was going to play it. He was going to play it off as, oh, look at me, I have COVID, and look, I feel better than I did 20 years ago. I'm great. You know, you can do it too.
Right.
You can get COVID too, and you'll actually be better off for it. Don't let it dominate your life. Yeah.
I know, right? But see, just like with this guy, they're denying that the COVID got him.
Of course.
But
they think it's a hoax.
The official scientific autopsy word says
Science.
He had it. And the sad thing is he was only appointed speaker for a week. And it's the sad thing is this is how we're going to start term, is with heavy hearts. Because, yes, you know, he was part of the party that typically is the anti-masking, but it makes you wonder what's it going to take for them to realize? What's it going to take? What's that magical moment,
Stacie.
that light bulb moment? And you would have thought this might have been it.
No.
Their leader, who's also the House leader, you know, so it's like it's still not going to change him.
There is no magical moment. There is nothing that can possibly happen. There is literally nothing that could possibly happen that would convince these people that COVID is real and that it's something to be concerned about. There is nothing that could happen. every health expert in the country could go on television or some form of media tomorrow and say, holy S, this is so much worse than we thought. And if everybody doesn't mask up right now, 1 million people are going to die in the next month. And these people would not budge. They'd be like, well, even if that's true, what about freedom and liberty and Trump and Jesus and there's nothing, Stacie. There is
exactly.
you can't fix stupid. And these people are stupid.
Exactly.
They're just stupid.
And that's what I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to call, though, just to on air express my deepest condolences to the Speaker of the House, who would have been the Speaker I would serve under, and now we're going to have to reappoint, and there probably will have to be a special election because the term hasn't even started yet. We start January 5th, and so I mean, but just I hope he rests in peace, because I guess from what I hear from my colleagues, he was well respected. Even if he didn't agree with you, he would still respect you and treat you with respect. I didn't know this because I never got a chance to meet him, but I'm going on what I've heard, and I've not heard anything negative about him. And so I just, for anyone that's listening that might be connected to his family, the representative from Nashua, Stacie Laughton, I express my deepest condolences, and it's sad that this has happened to him and his family just prior to Christmas. And it's really sad. I've been I didn't know him, but it's just, I've even been kind of like taken back by it, because this affects the job that I'm doing. And this is also the reason why, we're pushing, and I'm still pushing to stay at a lot of Zoom meetings, because I'm afraid that, look at what if I had gone last week? I mean, I came close to on orientation, I think I told you, with somebody testing positive on the final Friday of that.
Yeah.
But I'm just so glad I stayed home and did everything virtually, because who knows how many other people might come out that are testing positive from Organization Day last week.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There are other Republicans, from what I was reading earlier from the state legislature, who have tested positive, because, they have this, these meetings. They just had one recently that I believe Dick Hinch was at.
Their caucus, yep.
Yeah, their caucus, and they refused to wear masks. So they're having their own little super spreader events. So,
we actually canceled our in-person portion of the organizational caucus. We were going to have it at like the DoubleTree, but then it went all virtual on Zoom. And that made a lot of us feel a lot safer, because now that things are surging, and we're seeing on the news that along the borderline from Massachusetts, which we happen to sit on down here in Nashua, that things are starting to boil up. And even right over the line, my wife, Lindsay, works at a daycare in Tingsboro, and I even told her this morning, the virus is surging again. I know you work with the kids, just extra sanitizing, extra washing, extra precautious than what you already have been doing, because I don't want to see the day that she tells me, hey, babe, I'm positive. Yep. I mean, and I don't want to see the day that anyone at where she works tests positive either. Yeah. But it could happen. And so that's why I, promote to everyone, if you're somebody who is okay with the mask and okay with the sanitizing and the guidelines, please follow them. For your sake, for mine, we're all got different immune systems and different things going on. And for all of our protection, please follow the guidance.
Oh, absolutely. I worry about it. I have asthma. Jenny's immunocompromised. But there's millions of people in this country who just don't care. ICUs hospitals are filling up everywhere now. It's not just Texas. It's happening everywhere. They're running out of ICU beds, but our country is a death cult. I'm convinced at this point, most, I won't even say half, I won't even say part of, I'll say most. If you combine all the conservatives who are science deniers and COVID deniers, with all the liberals who act like they care but clearly demonstrate that they don't, I think we can safely assume at this point most of America just doesn't care, and it's sad. And I'm sorry that,
It's very sad.
and I'm sorry that I'm so negative. And
No, because it's the truth.
But it's the
man.
truth. It's I'm so disappointed, and and as far as condolences for people, and I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everyone who loved him. I mean, he was could have been a super spreader for all we know, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he did bring it to himself. I mean, that's the other thing. I won't really get really negative, but he did bring it onto himself.
I'm trying not to.
The truth.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but that's
So, anyways,
no.
yeah.
I almost said something I shouldn't. All right.
Okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, thank you for the call. And you guys have a great show today. I got you in broadcast, but you have a great show. And let's try to all stay safe the best we can.
Absolutely.
This holiday.
Agreed. All right, Stacie.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for the call.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right, Stacie Laughton, Representative Stacie Laughton from Nashua. Yeah, I'm trying. Anyway. Yes. Condolences to Dick Hinch's family. Let's see if you'd like to get in with a call, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. Of course, you can also text at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And of course, you can also, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the Facebook live chat. We'll get to that in a moment. You can also, of course, interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. Very lively chat room lately, which I love to see. And of course, but the best thing to do so we can hear your dulcet tones is call us at 603-250-6007. If you missed it early in the show, I did debut from DJ Midas Eggman for Easy G. I will play that again at the top of the hour, along with a couple other things. I also played the new KRS track, Don't Fall For It, which I love. KRS-One, I should say. Another one of those old school rappers. I like playing his stuff when he has something new, because I don't have to look for a radio edit or create my own radio edit of it, because he really doesn't swear. So brand new track from KRS-One, and his stuff is all very socially conscious and somewhat political. So appropriate for the show. Yes. All right, let's get to the Facebook live chat. This is always an adventure lately. Not that I mind. I love it. Let's see. I will start at the top here. Abigail Gem is in the Facebook live. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. Okay, before we do that, one other thing, because I see Abigail Gem, or Miss Gem, as Texas Mike knows her, in the Facebook live chat, and I'm reminded that she sent me something that I did share this out on social media, but I also wanted to plug it on the show because this is very, very cool. The food drive, the Central National Honor Society, I assume they're the ones who put this on, but it's a food drive happening at the Central L, the corner of Concord Street and Ash Street. Of course, for those outside of the area, this won't mean anything to you, but Central High School. So this is coming up on December 10th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. A no-contact drive-by and drop-off food in boxes. So, everything is safe there. It's a safe thing to participate in. It's a great cause. The food drive coming up, again, that is December 12th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. You just drop off the food in boxes, put it in a box, and remember to wear masks and social distance. So she sent me that, and I said, oh, that's awesome. That is a very, very cool thing. Also, something cool that our sponsor, the Hop Knot, is doing. Of course, the Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street, right across the street from us. We're very honored and privileged to have them as a sponsor. And they do everything very safely as well, by the way. You know, the staff is masked at all times. Everything's very clean. The tables are nice and spread out. They're doing the winter supply drive. Donations of winter supplies will be collected every Saturday at the Hop Knot and donated to and dispersed to our neighbors by the Mutual Aid Relief Fund, which you might have heard of. So Saturdays from noon to 4 p.m. at the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, because, you know, supplies being that, you know, it's not just about food. You know, obviously people who are hurting need food, but also, you know, I mean, we have a terrible homeless problem here and everywhere, of course, but in these very difficult times economically. Here are some examples. So recommended donations, clothing, things like gloves and mittens, winter coats, sweatpants, winter hats, sweaters, scarves, socks, boots, some supplies that aren't clothing, but some other supplies that you might not think of that really are needed. First aid supplies, hand warmers, rain ponchos, backpacks, blankets, tarps, toiletries, of course, you know, the usuals, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, all that kind of stuff. Also canned foods and water, very, very important. So, please do that if you can, if you're in a position to help. Again, that's the winter supply drive that is happening every Saturday at the Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan at 1000 Elm Street from noon to 4 p.m. And outside of that, of course, you know, the Hop Knot, they have delicious gourmet pretzels. They have craft beer. You can have food you can order for carry out. It's a great place. So we love being associated with them and having them as a sponsor. Okay, let's get to the Facebook live chat. But yeah, seeing Abigail in there reminded me of that. So thank you, Abigail. And as has been happening lately, these show up on my browser, on my computer, out of order. So I'll have to skip some of them because some of them will be out of context. I see Pat Mills is in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Pat. Bobby Champagne, who is a top fan, says this person is a royal pain in the ass. I assume you're referring to the Honorable Stacie Laughton, state representative from Nashua, who is I like Stacie. I like her calls, but she is quite the villain in the Facebook Live chatosphere. So much so that the other day, some folks migrated over to the Tony D podcast, or the Tony D chat room for his new show. It's All in Your Head, and they were talking about, well, there was some interaction going on over there. Let's put it that way. Gonzo, Mike Gonzalez, who was here with us yesterday, says, "So sorry for your loss, Stacie," referring to the loss of Representative Dick Hinch. House Speaker Dick Hinch here in New Hampshire, who passed away from COVID. Some of these I'm not even sure what they're referring to. Jenny is in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Jenny. Tony D is in the Facebook live chat. Tony is a top fan from Philadelphia, and I'm glad he's in the chat today, because if you can see Tony, if you're watching online, I'm wearing your shirt, the Tony D Show shirt. And yes, you will receive a shirt from us, my friend. I'm sorry we've been a little slow with that. I've got this other major project that I've been working on that has me, that basically when I'm not here, that's what I'm doing. And so I've been, but you do have a shirt coming, my friend. You do have a shirt coming. I promise you. Let's see. Abigail Jem says, put your condolences in a personal note, referring to Dick Hinch, or on your Facebook page. Don't use Manchester radio to express your condolences. There, I said it. Such self-importance. Baloney. Although Abigail used the other, which I guess is technically the correct spelling of the word, Bologna. Stacie just sent me a message on Messenger saying, Matt, thank you for appreciating me. I'm not there to call the show to annoy anyone. I only called because there's things I want to talk about. And just because the show is located in Manchester, you do a lot of outside talk from all over the state and around the country. I'm sorry that I might annoy the listeners, but I believe my content is valuable. And I do consider you a friend, and I consider Jenny a friend as well. So if I've done anything ever to annoy you, I am sorry, Matt. No, not at all. Not at all. I like you, Stacie. But there are some folks in the Facebook live chat who just are not fans, but not all of us can be liked, you know? I mean, like you take the Howard Stern show, for example, which I've been listening to a lot lately because in the new vehicle that we had, because I was in that terrible accident, we have a 90-day free trial of Sirius XM satellite radio. And, you know, there's some folks who interact with that show who are beloved by some listeners and hated by others. And, you know, that's just how these things go. I'm sure there's people who listen to the show who don't like me, but they listen anyway because sometimes people hate listen. True, says Stacie. Let's see. Miriam Banish, who is a top fan in the Facebook live chat, says, every single time I listen, she is on. I heard her this morning, but missed the entertainment report by Rob, and I had to listen to some of Name That Tune or whatever the game is during my drive home. Speaking of that, by the way, I'm laughing at Tom Blanchard's comment that I'm not going to read out of respect, Tom, but that did make me chuckle. So there you go. You get points for chuckling. Tom Blanchard, another one of our listeners in the Facebook live chat. I heard there was something on the morning show about somebody called the police on Rob Dion recently. Rob Dion, of course, host of Through the Stage Door here at WMNH, and also the entertainment reporter on the morning show every Thursday morning. So Rob's part of the WMNH family, and there was something about somebody called the police on him or something, which I found very shocking. Bobby Champagne says it's over, move on. I don't know what that's about there, Texas Mike. Miriam says, work is stressful and I want my radio shows. Yes. Texas Mike is in the Facebook live chat, by the way, and he was here with us yesterday on the show as well. Bobby Champagne says, Stacie, go back to Nashua. Well, I think she was probably calling from Nashua. She might already be there, but I don't know that for certain. Texas Mike says this. Oh, that's about Stacie Wilcox. Yeah. Stacie Wilcox is no longer allowed on the show, but that was not my decision. That came from the suits, as we say in radio. Bobby Champagne says she needs to stop bothering us. Takes up 20 minutes every day. I think that call was probably only 18 minutes. No, I'm kidding. No, that wasn't 20 minutes. No, that was a relatively brief call. I don't mind at all. Miriam says, makes me sad because I really want to be supportive of any trans person doing anything. I have a trans child. Oh, very interesting, Miriam. I did not realize that. That's very interesting. Jenny says, don't speak ill of the dead. Yeah, well, I had thoughts I didn't say out loud. Abigail says, yeah, I saw it. Wasn't much of a stunt. I'd seen him behave worse on Peter's show. Stacie Wilcox is the best. Well, you might see me talking with Stacie in an interview format or something in the future online, but not here at WMNH. That is verboten. Christian LaCoss joins us in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Christian. Christian, by the way, also the co-host apparently on Tony D's show. It's All in Your Head. Oh boy, Bobby Champagne said thank God that's over. Wow. There's all kinds of. It's hard to keep up with all this, which I'm not complaining about. It's actually a wonderful problem to have. I love a active chat room. Robert Dion says, I had spaghetti 3 times last week. Wow, I'm jealous. I love spaghetti. Jenny makes a very good spaghetti. Bobby Champagne says, we love you too, Matt Connarton. Well, thank you. Tony D says, man, those phone calls are rougher than an STD. I wouldn't know, Tony. Oh, Abigail said, thank you so much for mentioning this, Matt. It means a lot to the kids. Yeah, I'll mention it too again in the second hour, the food drive. Absolutely. Stacie messaged me, says, as a matter of fact, my phone said 9 minutes for the call, LOL. Yes, it was only 9 minutes. So there we go. Good way to lean into it, Stacie. That's good. Tony D says, what? After that message she sent me today, I'm ready to expose her? Oh, my goodness. This sounds scandalous. Wow. What is going on? There's something going on here I don't know about. We have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
I promise it's not going to burn when you pee after this phone call.
All right, very good. Tony D from Philadelphia in the Tony D Show, and of course the It's All in Your Head podcast.
That's right.
Yes.
I'm actually calling because I read the article about Trump. I wanted to see what you were taking on this. So apparently Trump's not going to go to the inauguration, right? We knew that was coming.
Yeah.
But he said that he's going to go out with a bang, right? A bang. Bow! Right there. He's going to take the plane, Air Force One. He's going to go down to Florida. Is that even allowed to do that on Inauguration Day?
I wouldn't think so, because my assumption is that he'll need to transfer the plane. The plane will have to be given to Joe Biden. So I wouldn't think so. But he may have been trolling. I mean, he does do that because that's just ridiculous. I mean, I absolutely, I've been predicting all along, as you pointed out, he definitely will not be attending the inauguration, and I certainly don't think he's trolling there. But I don't think he's going to abscond with the plane to Florida, unless he's going to make somebody go to Florida and pick it up. I mean, that would just be...
So what time is the new president supposed to be sworn in? Was it 12 o'clock?
12 noon. Yep.
So what if at 10 o'clock he can get on that plane and he could fly? He could technically fly down there because he's still president,
right? And
take that 2-hour journey down, and then that plane's got to fly back, and it's said and done.
Yeah, but I would think for him to, I mean, that would be it would be theft if he still has possession of the plane at noon. It is fascinating to think about, and I hadn't seen this, but. Yeah, I mean,
I'll send it to you.
If please do. If at noon, when Joe Biden is still in, but Trump still has possession of the plane, then again, when you think about how many times Trump has filed for bankruptcy with all those casinos, I suppose he's used to things being repossessed. But so maybe they'll send like a repo man to Florida to take back the plane. I don't know. I don't know how that works exactly. Yeah.
You can't make this up. I'm telling you. Wait till the movie comes out. Wait till the movie's made about this whole presidency.
Yeah.
And we got to sit down and watch it. Now, here's a question, Matt. Who would play a good Donald Trump?
Ooh. Well, I mean,
you think you would go with who's on Saturday Night Live right now?
Oh, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite Trump impersonator, and I feature him a lot on the show. Every time he posts a new YouTube video as Trump, I play him. John D. Domenico, who I think is fantastic because he's got it all down. Because you see these different Trump impersonators, like Alec Baldwin. I really like his impression, but he doesn't necessarily quite sound like Trump. But he really he's got those weird facial expressions down that Trump makes. That weird mouth movement that he does when he talks. But But John DiDomenico, he's got it all down. He's got the voice. He's got the mannerisms. He works in the sniff, the Adderall sniff, if that is what it is, wink, wink, and it may not be. Well, that's the theory, right? Either that or he just has severe allergies, which I could relate to, but Trump won't admit that he has a sniff. So I think it's probably something he doesn't want to discuss, if you know what I mean. But John DiDomenico would be my choice. Now, that's if you want to go with an actual Trump impersonator. Maybe you want a big Hollywood name, in which case, then you go Alec Baldwin.
Right. I think Baldwin would be like the big actor name that you would.
Yeah.
But I'm like, so we can think about it, but what the title of that movie would be. You can go so many ways, but what the title of that movie would be about this presidency when it comes out. That's curious.
Yeah.
To know what that would be.
I mean, I
will send you this article because obviously I fact checked everything, and everything that comes through is from a legit article. So it's like Washington Post, New York Times.
Yeah.
This was like through the Washington Post. And I read this and I started laughing. I was like, wait, he's going to steal the plane?
I think he's...
I'm reading this. I'm like, but then again, we are in the era of 2020. And this is what is happening. So,
yeah, I think he's probably trolling with that, but no, I think he'll be. But I've said many times. I mean, personally, I don't care if he just goes to Mar-a-Lago and just kind of sits out the rest of his presidency and just hangs out down there. But then again, I was saying that before he allowed Emily Murphy to sign off on the transition because I just wanted him to get out of the way. But yeah, I mean,
she was offended about her dogs.
Yes, her dogs were threatened. Well, I don't condone anyone threatening her dogs, but I did think I did find it somewhat hilarious that she insisted on including that detail in the letter of ascertainment. It's pretty weird.
Right. Well, I'll let you go. I don't want to take up the time, brother, but I wanted to let you know I'll send you over that article. You can get a good laugh out of it. And
okay.
Who knows what's going to happen that day, but we're coming very close to it, and good things are coming. But
yes.
We just got to get rid of this plane stealer, wannabe dictator, and Adderall sniffer.
Right. Exactly.
All right, Matt.
All right, Tony.
Good, brother.
All right, man. Thanks for the call. Take care. All right, that was Tony D from Philadelphia. Let's see. We got when we get to the top of the hour, by the way, I will. There's something going on I don't know about, which drives me nuts because I'm like super curious looking at the Facebook live chat. We're coming up to the top of the hour, so I think what we're going to do is I've got a couple things to play. Well, I'm actually going to hit the break on time today, but the first thing I'm going to play for you now that we are at the top of the hour, in case you missed it, and even if you didn't miss it, I mean, come on, you want to hear it again. Eggman! The new track from DJ Midas, and you all know who this is about. This is great. I love this. Thank you so much, Midas, for sending this to me. So check this out, and we'll play a couple other quick things too, and then we'll be back. More Unleashed coming up. Don't go anywhere. We are live.
Oh, guys.
Terror has a new name. Eggman.
There's no such thing.
Let's take this call. Just because they keep calling. so good morning.
Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, guys.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, that's 10 hours to the pace, and I still don't have my ticket for Rondo.
You know what? I'm really not in the mood for that today, Eric, so I'm going to tell you what. You already have a ticket, so I'm sorry I didn't get the ticket. If I get another one, come see me tonight. But, you already have a ticket. There's other people out there like Terry Trainer that doesn't have a ticket. No, I didn't say. I said I would try. I said
egg on my face.
I'm going to tell you. You don't have egg on your face. I'm going to tell you what. You should be grateful that you have one ticket. All right, kid? Do you understand me? You're calling for free stuff. We take care of you all the time. I tried to get the ticket. I couldn't do it. I've been very busy. So don't worry about you having egg on your face, Eric. That's being a little selfish. You hear what I'm saying, man? You hear what I'm saying? See you tonight at the Taste of Downtown, my friend.
Scribble, scribble, dilly dabble, brother. Clear with the math numbers, gassed up, no mercy. Didn't grow up in the projects though. Real like a cholo, southern boy up in the polo. Livingston turned to Greenbrier, fire in the sky. Wish my folks wouldn't kill, wish my partner wouldn't deal. Police got eyes in the hills. Looking for my people just to check your head for a fever. Bill Gates wanna tag a mutant like a dog. Slaughterhouse full of hogs. Politics got me dancing like a stripper. You love foul mouth, playing trap.
Dungeon family is the click we reach into the goodie bag and we'll let any have it in no particular order, so what's had.
Things ain't always what it seems. What's worse, selling dope or selling dreams. Let them roll your boat, they'll leave you upstream. Lost in the matrix, pray for the sheep. Pray for the sheep. Things ain't always what it seems. What's worse, selling dope or selling dreams. Let them roll your boat, they'll leave you upstream. Lost in the matrix, pray for the sheep. Pray for the sheep.
Everybody playing dumb. The sum of all fears, it appears to have the general public numb. So some run to gun store quick to buy gun and clips for the sticks of 100-round drums. Now who really want that smoke when it's time to pump? Only chump jumper that's down for 101. I am one of one original, physical and digital. Copies they get body, we don't give who you listen to. What? Yeah, we glistening too, balling in the whole bit. We giving power through knowledge straight from this pulpit. They preying on the sheep while the flock flocks. It's the end of days. Watch the tick-tock clock.
Things ain't always what it seems. What's worse, selling dope or selling dreams. Let them roll your boat, they'll leave you upstream. Lost in the matrix, pray for the sheep. Pray for the sheep. Things ain't always what it seems. What's worse, selling dope or selling dreams. Let them roll your boat, they'll leave you upstream. Lost in the matrix, pray for the sheep. Pray for the sheep.
Tabernacle synagogue, charge it to the game. Full speed ahead, smoking like a freight train. All work, no play, foundation laid. Blood, sweat, and tears from the cradle to the grave. Glitch in the game, operation bait and switch. Like a hind catcher waiting on the wild. Down banner, everybody trying to run their play. The ring, the trophies just tatter-tate. Like it's cake, well it ain't egg in your face. Red shirt, khaki pants like my name was Jake. Wake and bake, big steak like a wordsmith. Got a million of a kinfolk, don't even trip.
Things ain't always what it seems. What's worse, selling dope or selling dreams. Let them roll your boat, they'll leave you upstream. Lost in the matrix, pray for the sheep. Pray for the sheep. Things ain't always what it seems. What's worse, selling dope or selling dreams. Let them roll your boat, they'll leave you upstream. Lost in the matrix, pray for the sheep. Pray for the sheep.
Being black is a blessing and a curse. Living with the pain and the hurt. Take a stand, that's a work. Concentrating, thinking of a master plan. Got a mic and a black, as I said, with the concept. Just wanna raise my kids right. Protect them at all costs and never to fall off. She thought that I would. I'm reaching higher than ever to levels infested with devils and snakes. I see the hate in your eyes when I walk by. Taught by your people to hate black people. Take the sheep to the shepherd or the church. Organized, come together, let's work. Get this money, man.
Things ain't always what it seems. What's worse, selling dope or selling dreams. Let them roll your boat, they'll leave you upstream. Lost in the matrix, pray for the sheep. Pray for the sheep. Things ain't always what it seems. What's worse, selling dope or selling dreams. Let them roll your boat, they'll leave you upstream. Lost in the matrix, pray for the sheep. Pray for the sheep.
Got a taste for the finer things in life. Fancy cars and doing women who are not my wife. Snorting cocaine off a hooker's ass is one of my favorite ways to pass the time on your dime. I often reap. The girls I like charge by the hour and they don't come cheap. Well, I'm your average politician, laying in the bed right now. You're wishing that you hadn't voted me in a second time. get caught, I'll just have to resign. Well, I won't get in too much trouble. No, I won't serve any time. And I'll still get to keep all of my loot. Cars, Cuban cigars, and Italian suits. All thanks to you. Got a taste for the finer things in life. Fancy cars and doing women who are not my wife. Snorting cocaine off a hooker's ass is one of my favorite ways to pass the time on your dime.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. 5G causes Corona, yeah. It's the master plan of evil Bill Gates. And that's why I choose not to vaccinate. Here's why. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you share crazy without any proof. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you can't even tell this song's a spoof. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you think Corona's just the flu. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you feel you got a crazy point to prove. You got my cousin in a WhatsApp group. Yeah, he shared a link with the latest scoop. Yeah, your mind's controlled by the CIA. Better wear a temple hat to keep the feds away. Here's why. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you share crazy without any proof. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you can't even tell this song's a spoof. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you think Corona's just the flu. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you feel you got a crazy point to prove. Prove me wrong. Can nothing prove me wrong? My IQ's too high. Prove me wrong. I said nothing. Then prove me wrong. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you share crazy without any proof. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you can't even tell this song's a spoof. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you think Corona's just the flu. My thoughts are crappy. Clap along if you feel you got a crazy point to prove.
Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry. Located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
WMNH Rip the Knob Off.
Welcome back, everybody. We are well into hour number 2, numero dos of today's Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester, or you can stream the show from anywhere in the world at WMNHradio.org. Also on the Facebook, on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. And I'm going to give the numbers in a moment, but I'm going to, and I know I played it going into the break, but something went wrong. I think I made a mistake and cut the song off early. So I'm going to play it one more time. Plus, I just want to hear it again because I love it so much. But it seems to be getting a positive response in the Facebook live chat, too. This is brand new from DJ Midas. This is Eggman in its entirely. It's only just under 2 minutes. But for Easy G, plus we haven't heard from Easy G yet today. Hopefully, Easy G, you're listening. This is just for you from DJ Midas. This is Eggman. And, whoops, and I messed up again. Hang on. Oh, my goodness. So distracted. All right, here we go.
Oh, guys.
Terror has a new name. Eggman.
There's no such thing.
Let's take this call, just because they keep calling. so good morning.
Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, guys.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, got 10 hours to the pace, and I still don't have my ticket for Rondo.
You know what? I'm really not in the mood for that today, Eric, so I'm going to tell you what. You already have a ticket, so I'm sorry I didn't get the ticket. If I get another one, come see me tonight. But, you already have a ticket. There's other people out there like Terry Trainer that doesn't have a ticket.
No,
I didn't say. I said I would try. I said egg on my face. I'm going to tell you. You don't have egg on your face. I'm going to tell you what. You should be grateful that you have one ticket. All right, kid? You understand me? You're calling for free stuff. We take care of you all the time. I tried to get the ticket. I couldn't do it. I've been very busy. So don't worry about you having egg on your face, Eric. That's being a little selfish. You hear what I'm saying, man? You hear what I'm saying? See you tonight at the Taste of Downtown, my friend.
Wow. Whoa.
You know what? The guy calls up for free stuff. You know, we take care of him. We take care of him.
Does he have a ticket?
He already has a ticket.
I don't have a ticket.
He wants a ticket for someone that may go with it. And I told him I would try to get him a ticket. And now he's upset. He says he has egg on his face.
There you go. That is Eggman from DJ Midas, featuring the vocal stylings of Peter White of The Morning Show with Peter White, which you can hear every weekday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. with a replay from 2 to 4 p.m. right before this program. So thank you again, DJ Midas, for sending us that. I love it. Looks like everybody loves it. Let's see. The number to call, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. You can also interact and opine in the Facebook live chat, of course. And I did see some comments in there about what our friend Tony D was calling about a few minutes ago regarding Trump and Air Force One and whatnot. We'll get you all caught up with that if you're just joining us in the second hour. You can also send a text to 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton. You can email me, matt@mattconnerton.com. But the best thing to do is to call us at 603 250-6007. By the way, a programming note, don't forget, Friday nights from 8 to 10 p.m., you can hear me with my good friends Paulie C. and Dan Randlett. Fridays at 8, it is Retro Spectrum Radio with Paulie C., and I have the honor and privilege of being Paul's co-host on that program, along with our great friend Dan Randlett. So that is every Friday night from 8 to 10. And, you know, if you miss any of these shows live, you can always access them later on demand at WMNHradio.org. It is so much an on-demand world, isn't it? WMNHradio.org, and click the podcast link, and there you go. Everything is right there for you. So Tony D was talking about, you know, this story about, you know, Trump threatening to take the plane to Mar-a-Lago and not come back, and he's not going to be at the inauguration. So Jenny in the Facebook live chat, you know, we were talking about how, you know, what does that mean? You know, in terms of you know, what happens. And because typically on inauguration day, well, here, let me start at the top. I've got to figure out why my browser just rearranges these comments, because I was looking at Jenny's comment and then her comment disappeared, and now I'm looking at somebody else's comment. But we'll get to all the comments, all the input on this issue. But it is interesting to think about, like, what happens if Trump were to do that, and would he do? Now, I think Trump is trolling. I don't think Trump is actually going to take the plane to Mar-a-Lago on Inauguration Day. I mean, I do think he's not going to be at the inauguration. I think there's zero chance of him actually being there. But I don't think he's going to just take the plane and then say, neener, neener, come get it. I mean, you can't do that, can you? And let's see. Bobby Champagne in the Facebook live chat says, I'd give him a one-way ticket to Greenland. Does Greenland have extradition? Well, that might be a separate issue. Might be. Miriam says, this is regarding... Well, we're gonna, yeah, we'll skip that. I don't want to come back to that because I don't know. I actually know more about that situation than I'm saying, but I don't feel comfortable getting into it. So Abigail Jem says, I heard Trump will go to Mar-a-Lago at Christmas and not return to the White House again. Run the country from Florida. Just a theory I read. Yeah, I've read that too. You know, he does kind of. I mean, Mar-a-Lago has become the Southern White House, I guess, or the Panhandle White House or whatever. I don't know. The palmetto bug White House. They have palmetto bugs in Florida, right? The alligator White House. Now I'm just being ridiculous. Rob Dion says, I have to go into work. We'll catch up late tonight. Have a great night, everyone. Bobby says, oh, the movies Hollywood will come out with about the Trump administration. Gonzo is in the Facebook live chat. Miriam, of course, our friend Miriam Banish in the Facebook live chat, as well as Texas Mike. Bobby says the chat room is greased lightning compared to this morning. Oh boy. Jenny says Tony needs to spill on the messages sent to him. I'm awfully curious about that as well, to be honest with you. But I'm nosy. I'm like that. I like that kind of thing, as you all may have noticed. Abigail says, we are not dealing with a reasonable person. I did my research. Tread lightly and watch your back. I've been saying that all along. Trump's not reasonable. Oh, you mean somebody else. Never mind. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to skip all that. I will go back and read all those comments later, though. Texas Mike said, yeah, his grandmother had just died in response to Abigail's comment about Peter got so mad during the that call from Easy G. Yes, Easy G was being a prize pig that day. Let's see. I'm trying to find, Jenny had made a comment about regarding Trump. Yeah, we'll skip that. Eric Street is in the Facebook live chat and is a top fan. Hello, Eric. Wow, this is all about... I'm looking for there were other comments about what Tony was talking about. Now I can't find them. Oh, boy. Wow. This is all out of control. Not that I mind. It's fun. But I don't know. Jenny had said something about usually the departing president leaves on a helicopter. Yeah, it's all... Wow, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, I can't find the specific comment. But yeah, Jenny was saying that, and that is how it works usually. Like, for example... we've all seen the sort of iconic footage of Richard Nixon. Well, actually, Nixon was unique because Nixon wasn't at the inauguration because Nixon resigned. And then there wasn't they must have done something public at some point. But Gerald Ford became the president. But Nixon, once Ford was sworn in and Nixon left, he left on a helicopter. And there's that iconic footage of him flashing the double peace sign as he's getting on the... onto the helicopter. But we have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
I got to rephrase what I said about the Trump thing. So
What
it is, I'm going to drop the link right now for everyone. Well, what it is that he's going, this is from Fox 8 in Florida, and they're planning on this at an airplane hangar.
Yeah.
He's going to fly down on Air Force One. This is the plan. And he's going to have an opposing rally during the inauguration of Biden to oppose it. But he's planning on taking the plane down there, but he ain't taking it back.
Oh,
so
wow. Maybe
I'm going to drop the link for you right now.
Maybe there's something I don't know about. Like, is Air Force One leased to the United States by Enterprise Rent-A-Car or something? So maybe Trump figures all he has to do, like he can drop it off in Florida, and Enterprise will come pick up the plane and bring it to Biden. That might be what he thinks.
Right. I don't know. I just wanted to let you know that I read the article. So it's even better than what I said before because he's holding an opposing rally with his supporters during the inauguration to counteract the inauguration of Biden when he goes down there. But he's planning on. I just dropped the link to you. But he's planning on taking the plane down there a couple hours before the inauguration, which I'm so confused about right now. But
yeah, well, that would be a very Trumpian thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yes. I guess and it says in there he wants to go out with a bang.
Right. Well, he wants to take as many people with him as he can because obviously the rally in Florida would be yet another giant super spreader event. Hey, Tony, by the way, aren't you supposed to be on your show right now? Aren't you on 5 to 7?
No, we're off today. Had someone had a death today.
Oh, no. So, very sorry to hear that. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. So we're taking let them deal with what they got to deal with, and we'll be back. Actually, we just got. You know what? Never mind. I'll tell you privately. But,
okay.
Really bad day today, dude.
Oh, really?
Day.
Oh,
really bad. Like I'm done being threatened, and that's all I'm going to.
Somebody threatened you?
Yeah. It's just the messages that one of our co-hosts got. It's just. You try to help, and you turn around and bite you in the butt, and then you cause your own problems for sending out things.
Oh my God!
Your own controversy, and it's not everyone else. It's not WMNH's problem.
Right.
It's not. I'm not going to put his name, but another person that comes in on Thursday's problem. It's not a listener's problem. It's not Peter's problem. Sure in the hell ain't my problem.
Yeah.
You got these issues. And it's sickening that our platforms are being destroyed and overtaken by someone who has all these issues that are underlined that aren't being taken care of. I'm not a doctor. You're not a doctor. Peter's not a doctor. Robert Dion's not a doctor. All these other people. I didn't mean to put Robert's name. Sorry. But we're not doctors. And to have your platforms being ran over with the same thing every day, it's annoying.
Wow.
It's annoying.
Interesting. Okay.
So, but if we listen, I'm not going to get too deep into it. I've already spilled too much out already, but I just had enough today. Had enough.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, hope everything's okay. Jeepers.
No, everything's good.
Yeah.
Everything's good with us.
Yeah.
Everything's good with us, but it's just when you do a show, make the show about all your listeners, not just one listener. If that makes sense. I'm not saying that you're making your show.
Oh, I know. No.
People tend to try to make your platform about that.
Interesting. Interesting. This isn't about Crazy Joe, is it?
I wish it was. Be easier to handle.
Because Crazy Joe, I mean, he sent some wild messages to some people, and I tried to help him, and look what happened. The dude just went crazy.
Let me tell you something, dude. Let me tell you something. The last 2 months with WMNH listeners that have come over to me,
yeah,
I sit back and I go, man, these guys are rougher than Philly cats. I'm like, man,
really
they're rough, man. They chew on glass up there, man. Like that's what I keep thinking. Like they chew glass and spit out bees or something up there. I don't understand it.
It's a tough crowd. It's you know what it is. It's very cold. This is a cold place in the winter, and it hardens us. It makes us hard.
Yeah,
I guess.
I guess. I mean, it's the thing to do up there. I don't understand. It's to start controversy, chew glass, and rip people apart in chat rooms. I mean, that might be the Manchester way. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? But you know what? I got tough skin. I love it. So
good. Yeah.
I love a good controversy.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, as far as I know, our listeners all love you, Tony. So
I hope so. I hate going back after I'm on the phone with you and seeing people like, yo, get off the air, dude. I'm like, oh god.
I never see anything negative about you in there. At least I don't think I have.
Oh, it's rough, man. Matt, I'm telling you, if you were on the other side, it's rough.
No, but seriously, do people say things about you in the chat room that I'm missing?
Sometimes.
Do they? Oh,
I mean, more so morning show people.
Oh, do they?
Not like bad, not bad.
Oh, okay.
Like you got, I don't know who Dickie Grayson is, but like he likes me.
Yeah.
whoever that guy is, and then Jeff Nyan or something.
Oh, Jeff Nyan. Yeah, I know he was on the morning show today.
They just don't like Philly news, and I stopped doing that a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
But now I just want to let you know your WMNH people come over to me, and I got issues now, dude. So I'm coming back to the source.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Don't wear that shirt too proud up there now.
I know, right? I don't know what's going to happen to me when I leave here today. Jeez. Oh wow, that's funny.
But anyway, I dropped the link in there. Give that a good little get that a good read through, man, because he's going out with a bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's interesting because I want to see what happens, or like what happens with the plane. Like I got to get answers to this. Like once he gets down there, does the plane sit idle, or does Joe have to call for it to come back?
Yeah. That'll be fascinating to see. Hey, by the way, you might see this in the chat when you get off, but in case you miss it, you are getting some love in the Facebook live chat. Miriam Banish says, I like Tony D. Bobby Champagne says, me too. Texas Mike says, we love you, Tony D. So you're getting some love in here, dude. They love you.
That's good. Well, I appreciate all of those people. I appreciate all of them. And, Robert Dion came into the chat the other day. He was listening to the show, and it's just great to see that, like, what we're doing with the mental health field, that it's helping so many people, and people are understanding it. It's a good thing to go from having a multitude of different platforms. You got your morning show up there, you have you in the afternoon, and then at night now it just seems like people are interested in it. I just love it, dude. I love the connection we have as like a radio family. Like just how we can all work with each other and understand each other. And sometimes you get some crazy ones, and then sometimes you get some normal ones. But that's the way it works.
Oh, Jenny says she loves you. Stephen Philbrook says, I like Tony D.
I appreciate him.
Yeah, man, you're getting a lot of love in here. Eric Street. Yeah, absolutely. Eric says...
And then Easy G reached out to me today about some things, which was surprising.
Yeah.
And we had a good conversation today about insomnia. And, we were talking about that today, so that's cool to see that, he's asking about what can you do for it? I mean, again, I'm no doctor. I can just tell you what the doctors have done for me.
Yeah.
But, we talked about it, and he was like, got to look into that. That if I can give you some type of awareness towards what's helped for me, maybe I can help someone else.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Christian's an awesome dude, too, man. I mean, who would have guessed that I would have talked to someone on the internet and it would have worked,
Oh, yeah. Here's another guy from here who loves you, Christian LaCoss. Yeah, great guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Absolutely.
Good dude.
Absolutely.
Still has it. No, you haven't had Popeyes yet? You haven't had God's Chicken?
No, I'm not a big chicken guy, though. You know what? And you know what? I don't. This is something kind of weird about me. Actually, this was a big topic of conversation once on Retro Spectrum Radio. I don't like to eat meat off of a bone. It something about it is just kind of gross to me. So, like, I'll eat chicken tenders, you know what I mean? But I don't like to eat meat off of a bone. It freaks me out, to be honest with you.
No. Listen to me. If you want to have a chicken sandwich that was made by saints, all right? I'm talking. Yeah. I'm talking Chick-fil-A ain't got nothing on this, dude. You guys are getting. I got Christian involved. This sandwich was blessed before you eat it, because I'm telling you,
really,
it's the best damn tasting chicken sandwich you'll ever have.
Okay.
I am going to become a spokesperson in the next couple months with Popeyes. I'm going to try my hardest to try to become a spokesperson.
Oh.
Because when I tell you that this thing is God's chicken,
yeah,
you will thank me later. It is the best tasting chicken sandwich you will ever have. And I'm getting shirts made. Christian knows this. And it's going to say God's Chicken on it. And I don't even care if I'm a spokesperson or not. I'm rocking it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when you bite into this sandwich,
yeah,
your mind is just going to be like you're at a fireworks show.
Wow.
You're just going to have this moment. You're going to feel like you're at the inauguration.
That's better than a York peppermint patty.
Oh God, dude, you like them?
Actually, I do. But if you bite into a York peppermint patty, all these things happen apparently.
Oh man, that's as bad as like mint ice cream. Oof.
Oh, I like mint ice cream. Not a.
Do you?
Yeah. But I'll have to keep that in mind, though. There is a Popeyes that's going to be opening up here in Manchester. I might have to. I might have to check that out. Oh,
just remember the name. Just remember.
By the way, hey Tony, don't go anywhere yet. Your co-host just showed up here.
Popeyes is not God's chicken.
What'd you say?
I said Popeyes is not God's chicken.
I'm not doing this on FM. I'm not doing this on FM radio. I'm going to go.
I'm just kidding, bro.
I'm going to go.
Okay. See you later.
All right, Tony. All right, man. Thank you. Take care. All right, Tony D from the It's All in Your Head show with Christian LaCoss. How are you?
I'm great. I was literally upstairs listening to the show.
Oh, what were you doing upstairs?
I'm hanging out with Kyle, and I'm working on some stuff for the show.
Very nice. Hanging out with Kyle Heavey, host of Off the Mark Sports here on WMNH.
Yep.
Yes. Are you going to be appearing on his program in the future, or are you
Kyle's?
doing? Yeah.
I was on Sunday.
Oh, you were?
Yeah,
okay.
We were talking about the Jake Paul, Nate Robinson fight, or the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. fight.
I need to see the Tyson Roy Jones fight.
Oh, it was a disaster, dude.
Well, that's part of why I want to see it. I'm not a big boxing fan, but once in a while, I'll watch. I'm sure it's probably on the YouTube somewhere.
Oh yeah, I may have pirated part of it.
Yeah.
May have.
When Conor McGregor fought
Floyd,
Mayweather. I remember being. I was really curious to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being genuinely shocked how easy it was. For some reason, it wasn't getting taken down. Like, there were good quality versions of it on YouTube, and it wasn't getting pulled. I was like, wow, this is great.
I think YouTube's algorithms, when it comes to that, are crazy. And there's several ways around it, too.
Yeah.
There's several ways around it. But did you hear who Floyd's fighting now?
No.
So it was announced Sunday. It was announced Sunday that he's fighting Logan Paul, the YouTuber, the controversial YouTuber, and it's looking like the prize purse for that it's up there. It's getting up there, and the fight's not till February, and the predictions they have for it, like, it's gonna be one of the best selling events and everything.
Yeah. Oh.
And but it's an exhibition only.
Yeah.
Which is a little rough. I'm not a fan of exhibition fights now. especially after the Mike Tyson fight. That was. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I was not happy about it.
Well, I've already heard so much about it that I know it was a draw, and I know Tyson said he won, but he's cool with it, and and they no headshots, right?
No headshots, no knockouts, no drawing blood, and a few other things.
Yeah. Oh, so I just got a message from Stacie Laughton. No, it's not Stacie Wilcox, your dad. It's the other Stacie.
I'm done with Stacey's in general. I'm sorry.
So Stacie just messaged me, said, Matt, please share this on the air. I'm sorry to each and every person that has ever been annoyed by me. My media company will be changing up its format back to its original content, and we are cutting all, and I mean all current programming to go back to our roots. As for making appearances on your show in the future, I will be making them with DJ Zombie, my wife Lindsay Groves, and we will do that starting next year when the time is right and when there's a good time for us to make an appearance together. We are a team, and when we come back to your show, we will be together. But until then, my friend, and everyone that listens to you, I wish you all the best in the world, and I wish you nothing but happiness and pure entertainment through this show. Well, thank you, Stacie.
Thank you. It's great to hear that. I have a lot of other stuff I want to say, but I won't say because it's polite. It's polite, don't get me wrong. I just don't want to step on any more toes with this situation, dude. I just don't.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, my thing to Stacey's this. Okay. I don't know how to say this, but no one's mad at you, bro, my friend. Just let everything go. You're overthinking everything. You're overthinking everything, man. You really are. And
I think some people are very mad at her.
I mean, do they have...
Have you looked at the Facebook live chat?
Have you looked at me and Tony's show?
But I'm not mad at her.
I'm not mad. I'm confused about the whole situation. I'm just confused. I'm lost. It's confusing. I'm speechless about it, man. I understand, like...
Well, I don't understand what happened as far as Tony D's show.
I'm sorry, but if you call into my show 2 times, okay? I'm sorry. We're a show. We're a podcast.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but we're not your therapist.
Oh.
We're not your therapist. I know it sucks. Yeah, we're your friends. But bro,
you keep saying bro.
I know. It's a loose term. I'm using it as a loose term.
Right. Like some people say dude.
Yeah, I say dude and bro all the time. It's just it's part of my everyday vocabulary.
Do you ever say dude, bro?
I probably have before, honestly.
No, I was really hoping you'd say no. Okay, yeah, but go ahead, Kristen. I'm sorry. Yes.
My thing is this. Tony started this show because no one's doing mental health stuff, and I can only imagine this Facebook live chat right now.
Yeah.
It's been an adventure, like you said. But Tony started this show.
Oh, Kiki is in the Facebook live chat.
Hey,
by the way.
what's up, Kiki?
Kiki Otto, yes.
Tony, Kiki, and I started this show. Well, Tony and Kiki, and then they brought me on because no one's really talking about mental health. You know, it's COVID and everything else on the news. No one's talking about mental health, and it's something that needs to be addressed.
Yes.
I'm all for helping people. Okay?
Yes.
But it's the constant, texting us and everything like that. It's like we're host of a show. We run a platform, okay? Like I said, we're not licensed therapists.
Right.
I don't want to be a licensed therapist either. It's just hard,
Oh, by the way, she says it's a universal term. I don't mind.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, good. I try to be sensitive to those issues.
Yeah. I'm treading lightly on those too.
Yeah.
It's 2020. And
yes.
You got to tread lightly on everything now.
Yes. Kiki says, I wish we didn't give this any more energy.
We're not going to. We're not going to. I think her, and Tony, we've all decided that this is over,
Right.
I wanted to come in and talk to Tony about God's chicken, and then he hung up, man.
And then he hung up. Well, yeah, I mean, we could move on from, from this person. We could go back to Crazy Joe.
But I didn't make the rules. I just play the game. So don't hate the player. Hate the game. And with that said, you like that one?
That is creepy, dude. My brain's fried for the day already.
Let me tell you something. You get me a job at that station.
Okay.
That's who I thought Tony D was talking about when he called. No? Was I wrong?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I caught like half the phone call because I didn't know Tony was calling in. And then all of a sudden I see comments being spammed about Tony. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Tony's a great guy. I love the man.
Oh, absolutely.
He's definitely he's given me a chance to do something.
Yes.
And like I've said before, I don't know if I said it here, but I've said to many people, like if I can change one person's life, my goal's made. And he's given me that chance, and it's like, dude, this is sweet. I love this, and I love talking about topics that people don't talk about.
Yeah,
you know, we had someone on from Canada the other day to talk about how far more advanced Canada's healthcare system, how far Canada is more advanced than us.
Yeah,
in general.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, we could be like that. It'll take time, policy changes, but we could be like that. You know, they get over a year off. Women get over a year off for pregnancy there, for maternity leave.
I didn't know that. It does, but it doesn't surprise me either.
Yeah,
but I did not know that. Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Abigail Gem in the Facebook live chat says you have to be careful trying to help the mentally ill if you aren't professionally trained to do so.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's something you have to be careful with. I know about like. Because I'll occasionally get questions. You know, I'm a certified hypnotherapist, and I can help people to quit smoking and lose weight and things like that. But
can you help me gain weight?
To gain weight?
Yeah, dude, I need to gain weight.
Well, it depends. But but every once in a while, like someone will ask me about depression and whatnot. And I have to be, I'm not a clinical hypnotherapist, so I have to be a little bit careful. And I'll tell people, well, it helps me deal with some issues, which is how I got into it initially. But, geez, maybe we could talk about that sometime. Maybe I can call in sometime. We can talk about that.
That'd be sweet, yeah.
On your show.
We should definitely get you on.
It would have to be in the second hour, obviously. But,
yeah.
You do have to be careful. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
I was going to say, we're not doing guests till like 2021. I've been talking to a few people about getting them on too.
Yeah.
I got a friend who works out in New York from the Elvis Duran show, and she's going to come on.
Oh yeah,
at some point.
I'm familiar with Elvis. That's the same Elvis from JV and Elvis, right?
I believe so.
He used to be JV and Elvis, or maybe he's been on his own for a while now.
I've only known him from the Elvis Duran show.
Okay, I think he used to be part of JV and Elvis. You're probably too young. To remember because now that I'm thinking about it, I think that was quite a while ago. The only reason I know who JV and Elvis is because they'd never been on in this market, but they had a pretty epic feud with Opie and Anthony at one point. And are you getting a call from Crazy Joe?
No, it's my dad. Wow, my dad's actually calling me. That's scary.
You gonna take that live on the air? That could be interesting. Put it on speakerphone.
I'd rather not.
No,
there's no telling what my dad will say.
All right, never mind then. Well, do you need to take that call? I can mute your mic if you need to go. Okay. What
it's
else?
Probably like, why aren't you on your show today? I'm like, well, we're taking a break.
Right. Now, you have a new job?
Yeah. I work at SNHU in student finance.
Oh, right. Yeah. How's that going?
It's going. It's tiring.
Is it?
Because I'm still in training and I'm learning all the softwares and everything that we use. And student finance, dude, it's crazy. You deal with big numbers and you deal with a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, I'm drained. Just from the trainings.
Yeah. Now with your schedule, like when the training is done, will you be out? You'll be out early enough to still do the show with Tony and
so
Kiki?
let me explain my schedule because I love it. So I start at 8. My job goes from 8 to 4:30. Then I get on the show around 4:45 to 7.
Yeah.
And then after that we do a debrief till 7:30, and then I'm working on stuff for the show till about 9-ish.
Okay.
So I love it. Keeps me busy.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn out again because like you take me this time last year, I think we could all agree if we went back and watched any of those shows, I was burnt out. I was working 60, 70 hour weeks.
Well, as a wise man once said, though, it's better to burn out than to fade away.
Yeah. I mean, on the mental health aspect of it.
I'm kidding, of course.
Oh, okay.
That's from a song.
Now I feel dumb because I don't know the song.
No, you shouldn't. It's before your time.
No, but yeah, no, I'm not trying to burn out. I don't think any of us are trying to burn out any more than we already have. That's why we took tonight's show off. It's a mental health break because, sometimes we all need a mental health break.
It's funny that the generational thing comes into play here because Bobby Champagne, who's an older gentleman, he in the Facebook live chat is saying Neil Young, referring to my reference. But I was actually thinking, at my age, Def Leppard. The song,
I know Def Leppard.
The song Rock of Ages, he says better to burn out than to fade away. I was actually thinking about Def Leppard. He was thinking about Neil Young.
I'm going to have to listen to that after because I've never heard that song. I've heard a few
You've never
songs.
heard Rock of Ages? Oh.
I probably have, but I probably just don't remember it, to be honest with you.
Better to burn out than to fade away.
Hey, I like that T-shirt, by the way.
Yeah?
I'm going to call Tony out real quick. Tony, where's my mask? Where's my Tony D Show mask, man?
I'll tell you what. Do you agree with his? I don't know how much you heard earlier. Do you agree with his assessment that we're pretty tough around here? New Hampshire people, we're pretty tough. We chew glass.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, there are a lot of people up here that are complete. I'm going to the Facebook live chat because, if I can remember my password on my phone, that'd be fantastic.
Oh, Eric Street wants us to play Rock of Ages on Retro Spectrum Radio Friday night. Well, that's up to Paul Cormier, of course, or as I should say, Paulie C.
I've been loving that show.
Oh, good.
Recently.
You like it?
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah, that's great.
I listened to the first show on Halloween, I believe.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, that is sweet. I love how they're doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, Paul does, he works really hard on that during the week, putting the music together, putting all those, all the pre-produced segments together. He really puts a lot into it. Yeah, Abigail says that's a Neil Young lyric. Def Leppard must have borrowed it. Whereas Paulie C. Yeah, I think I did know that in the back of my mind that it doesn't originate from the Def Leppard song. But yeah. Joe Elliott says that at the beginning of Rock of Ages.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of talk in the Facebook live chat about setting boundaries.
With
people when you're discussing mental illness.
This is all a learning curve for me, Tony, and Kiki, and we're setting boundaries slowly but surely.
Yeah,
it's all new to us, and we're catching traction, and it's weird to see how much we've done so far.
Yeah,
it's weird for me especially because it's like, whoa, it's like I'm talking about topics I've never felt comfortable talking about, but I want to talk about.
Yeah,
and you think about it. There's not many shows out there talking about mental health. There's some podcasts that are 20 minutes long and, but it's 2 hours of just pure gold, in my opinion, Well, we had someone call in yesterday and it's their call was about, they're opening up about stuff they've never talked about. And it's that right there is why I chose to go on this show.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. Now I'm looking for Rock of Ages to play at the end of the show. I mean, has anyone called with anything? And I'm not referring to a specific individual. I'm just asking broadly. Has anyone called with anything where you felt uncomfortable?
No.
No, that's good. That's good. Tony D says in the chat, proud to help you out, Christian. Good kid with awesome drive. Wouldn't change our platform. You're a huge part. Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
And Abigail says, Christian should set boundaries in life, too. Sounds like he's got a lot on his plate.
You're not wrong.
With a full-time job and show, be careful and take time for yourself.
But hear me out, okay? Because I kind of, here's the way I see it. At 30, you figuratively die. Okay, you got to grow up. You got to, slow down. It's I'm going to live my 20s fast. I'm going to do everything I can. And I'll live life to the fullest, And
then at 30, you'll just sort of die, is what you're saying.
Yeah, figuratively.
Right. You'll just
I'll grow up.
30, once you hit 30, you're figuratively dead.
I really should have chose a different term for that.
Right. I remember that. It's funny because I remember my 30th birthday, and I remember waking up and just feeling like that's it. I'm figuratively dead. And Suddenly, and
oh, man.
And the realization in that moment that suddenly life had no meaning. It was that was a rough day for me.
You know, it was a rough day for me. Turning 20.
There's a movie, Logan's Run, that might interest you.
Sounds familiar. I think I've heard of. I definitely heard of that.
I think you'd identify with it.
Sweet.
In terms of the certain attitudes in the film. Anyway.
Now that we're on topics of birthdays, I said something the other day. I go, I recently just turned 20. I go, my 20th birthday is my most useless birthday. I can't do anything.
Yeah, nothing really changes at 20. The next big one for you, obviously, is 21. And
I couldn't do anything else because of COVID, too. So it was like, I literally slept the whole day.
Yeah. At 25, your car insurance goes down a little bit, so you also have that to look forward to. And then it's just all downhill from there.
Right.
Someone gave me a coffee mug once that says life begins at 40, but that's obviously a lie because you're dead when you're 30. Yeah. Oh, well. So you got another good 10 years in you, and then it's just all over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm still mad at Tony for leaving. Oh boy.
we have a call. We'll grab this. Probably our last call of the show today. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Yeehaw!
Oh, I know that. Yeehaw!
I know that.
Texas Mike.
Yeah, Kristen, you, Kiki, and Tony D are doing a great show. Just keep it up and just keep plugging along. And all of us are getting together to talk about mental health and stuff. And it's awesome because I agree, it needs to be talked about and whatnot. And we try to address it, and we don't always get to it, but you guys are doing a great job, and just keep plugging on, and everybody is awesome. Talk to you guys later.
All right,
You're
Texas
awesome.
Mike, thank
See,
you.
That right there.
And I believe
that's why I do what I do.
I believe Mikey's coming in tomorrow. You do it all for Texas Mike.
No, for everybody.
Oh, very nice. DJ Midas in the chat says 10 years, then straight to the glue factory. That's right. Yes. Michael Albert says 40s is when you stop giving a blank about what other people think.
40s is when you become an armchair quarterback and just talk about politics on your Facebook page. I'm just kidding. I was throwing shade at someone, but Michael will probably know who I was talking about.
Dude, I'm not kidding when I say this. I'm having the biggest deja vu I've ever had in my life. Have you said that before on the air?
I've probably said armchair quarterback.
Everything about what you just said, I swear, this is the most intense deja vu I've ever had. I've
definitely said armchair quarterback. I know because I started saying that around July.
I swear, I've heard you say that entire sentence before.
I started saying it the day we got it. You got involved with me and Michael and Brian Morse because of the whole Trump and everything, political opinions.
I am so I swear I've lived this.
I think I said that one time.
That's so weird. There's a theory about deja vu. Well, there's many theories about why it
serious
happens.
Deja vu lately.
Well,
scary.
Wow. Do you have them more than once? You see what I did there? No, but there's one of the more prevalent theories that I've read about why they think it happens, why neurologists think it happens is it's basically one part of your brain is processing what's happening slightly faster than another part of your brain. Mm-hmm. And that's what causes the effect of this has happened before. But that was that's the most, when you said that just now, that was the most intense deja vu I've ever had. I was like, whoa, this whole moment, not just part of this entire moment has happened before. That's weird.
Crazy. That's crazy.
That was scary weird.
I mean, I'm glad to help, I guess.
No, you didn't help anything.
Oh, I don't know. Now he's gonna go back and listen to every single show.
No, wow, that was so.
You'll see Matt at midnight tonight, just watching his show.
That was weird, though. Wow, that was really weird. That was really weird. All right. Well, anyway, we're almost out of time.
That's a wrap.
And I'm going to play Rock of Ages to close out today's show.
I'm going to listen to this song, dude.
Anything you'd like to plug? Plug your show with Tony D and Kiki.
I mean, the All in Your Head show with Tony D, Christian, and Kiki. We talk about mental health, and we shed light on stuff that people don't talk about.
And where do people find it?
Facebook at The Tony D Show, Roku, Good Talk Radio, and I don't know where else.
Yeah.
We're on so many places.
Congratulations. And I told Tony this as well on Roku. That's great because a lot of people use that. You'll get.
I just gave my dad my TV so he can watch it on Roku.
Oh, no kidding.
And plus, his TV got destroyed, but I gifted him my TV.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why he was calling. Maybe he needs help with the Roku.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he was going to call in my dad's show into Tony's show yesterday, and I was like, I got nervous because Tony goes, "Yeah, Tim, the number is this." I'm like, "Tim." I'm like, "Tim, that's my dad's name." Oh no.
All right. So if you missed any part of today's show, it will be up in just a little bit. WMNHradio.org. And that's it. That's it for us for now. Christian, thank you. Thank you to everybody who called today. And that's it. I will talk at y'all a little bit later.